Welcome back to the Gaming Pantry for a Retro Bear pickup video, and when I say a pickup video, I actually do mean a pickup video. This isn't me showing off things that people have sent me, that people have donated. This is actually me going out and spending physical pounds on stuff for my collection. It's been the first time in a hell of a long time I've done this. I think I was talking about it on a stream the other night. Can't remember. I bought one physical thing certainly since April, which was the Amiga 500 Mini, which I still haven't had a go on yet, which gives you an idea of where this is probably going to go. And I think before that, maybe March, sometime like that, was actually when I actually bought some games. So as I'm off work at the moment, the first week we've had a fairly leisurely week. We've been out to a few places, we've done a few things. Had a go at burning the house down. That was fun, and just I've got 2 weeks to enjoy myself. We've got a few more things planned for next week, so try and make the best time we can, if we can, doing what we can. So I thought, well, do you know what? I put a video out a few weeks ago, and I was sort of saying, I'm fed up with the whole going out trying to pick things up business. I don't really need any more games. Why would I bother going wasting money on it? A few people sort of commented to the point that, yeah, they understood that. Some people said, well, we'll see how it goes. You'll soon get back into it. Get your mojo back, get back on the horse, etc. And I don't know. Having been out the last 3 days, well, 3 times this week, I've got to be honest with you. I ain't sure whether it's coming back or it's getting worse. I really don't know. So let's start at the beginning. I went to 2 of my local town centres. I took Mrs. Bear with me, so very rarely she comes on what she calls a box hunting trip, a box shopping trip. She actually bought more than I did. She's I think she bought about 10, 12 3D Blu-rays this week to add for a collection, which is now over 100. She's gone to over 100, 104 she's on now. And there was still one place I didn't get to, which I'd like to have got to, where I know there's a few more there as well. But yeah, she's added loads this week. If you don't know, she collects 3D Blu-rays. I don't know why, but I don't know. She likes the 3D thing, and we've got 3 3D tellies in the house. So I mean, it's not as if we're short of things like that to watch them on anyway. I know it's dead media, but yeah, look around you. Oh God, we get this old sunlight business going on again, aren't we? It's just terrible. I cannot get this right. Let me just pull this across here. Extreme close-up. Does that help a bit? It helps a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I just can't get the balance right during the day. It's either I'm gonna have all the lights turned on or nothing. So anyway, if I am overexposed, that's not the first time, is it? You know what it is. It's 7:30 in the evening. So I'm not sure why there's so much exposure. It should be a little bit getting a bit darker anyway. Let's try and get it done before the light completely disappears and ruins it. Where were they? 3D Blu-rays, yes, lots of. So I went to 3 towns. I said, well, look, while we're down here, we'll have a walk around the town centres and do a proper sweep of things. Which I don't think she was overly thrilled, because she doesn't like spending too long going around these places, because just not no interest to her really. And do you know, it's been the first time I've probably done a number of certainly one of these places I went to is the first time I've probably been there for about, I don't know, 15 to 18 months maybe. Probably since the COVID restrictions were completely lifted in 2021, maybe a couple of years, I don't know. And my other local town centre, which I probably went to last back in February, so probably about 6 months ago. And the state of the high streets in these places were absolutely terrible. I know COVID's got a lot to blame for it, but also people's shopping habits have as well. And when you go to a place like even charity shops that were there are shut down and gone, it really is a sad state of affairs. Just walking around, just retail in general. I'm not talking about just charity shops. Retail in general just seems to be absolutely in the gutter. The streets are lined with nail salons and Turkish barbers and lots of vape shops. Well, probably the vape shops, but charity shops, and even the charity shops aren't there, and vast empty spaces of units. I went to the Merry Hill, which is a big one today, shopping centre, and the old part, if you know Merry Hill, when I say the old part, people know what I'm talking about. The old bit, the bit where it was originally, is still very populated. It's even got a charity shop in there now. It's a charity shop at a giant shopping centre. I never thought I'd see the day that Merry Hill would have a charity shop in there. And no, they didn't have any games either, because I did go in this on the way in. But the new bit that they've built as Merry Hill expanded over the years, where they used to have the far end being based where the banking district was, where all the banks were, Debenhams, places like that. There was Harry Ramsden's in there at one point. It's just absolutely empty. Absolutely empty. You walk around, it's like a ghost town in certain places. It really is, just depressing to walk around. And I think that was a feeling I just got from walking around this week, just depressing. I couldn't wait to get out on a Saturday morning and go down, 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe I've been going back a bit further than that, probably up to, from about 2016 to COVID, or out every Saturday. Couldn't wait to get out on a Saturday. Couldn't wait for Saturday to come. Saturday was the big morning of the week. Go off and see what I could find. And now it's like, I don't know, it's like today, we had to wait in today, which is Thursday, I'm recording this, and I thought, you know what, and Claire said, do you mind waiting in before you go? I said, yeah, that's fine. So, sort of 12:30 came by the time we'd waited in for what we needed to wait in for. I sort of sat there and had a cup of tea and watching the end of I was watching the end of the first session of the cricket today, and then 1 o'clock came round, and she sort of came in, she sat down next to me, and she said, "Oh, you going out?" I said, "Don't know now." I said, "It's a bit late, so if I go out, I'll get stuck in the traffic." She said, "Oh, you should go out." And then about 45 minutes later, she gave me the option. Well, I said, "Well, if you're not going to go out, go and mow the lawns." I said, "You know what? I quite fancy walk around the shops." So, so I only went to the one place, but I don't know. Yeah, it just didn't feel like I wanted to go. I thought, I can go tomorrow or next week or something. Just put it off. And it is. This is not one of those videos I start slagging off charity shops and the state of what people put into there. That's changed. That is, we talk about the older generation who benefited from going to car boots years and years ago, like me, and got loads of stuff cheap. You can still do that. I understand that you can still do that. But the golden era of that has gone. And I think the same is exactly the same for charity shops. The golden era of that has gone now. People still get lucky. I've seen videos, I've seen evidence, it happens. And I'm not saying it doesn't. But generally speaking, that era is now passed. And it makes me wonder where the next era is going to be. And it sort of thought about, a place like CEX. I mean, I don't like to use CEX at the best of times, which is really ironic because all these games I'm going to show you shortly came from CEX. But there's nowhere else to go. It's either I get them from CEX or I go online and buy them. And if that's becoming an option, then I know I'm going to take the option of neither. And spend my time just going through what I want and find those in independent game shops. It's going to cost me a few more. And it might mean I do a lot less of it, but in a way, that is probably more where I'm going. But yeah, I mean, sooner or later, the stuff that CEX sells, which is sort of the bottom end of their technology scale, there's already evidence and rumours that they're going to be dropping out the retro game market very, very soon. One of the discussions in one of the WhatsApp groups I was in. And then if they get rid of all that, so basically all the retro stuff goes, then where do they start drawing the line on what they're going to keep in? Are they going to still keep in Xbox and PS2 and Wii and DS and Wii U? Or are they just going to go PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, 360, PlayStation 3 was Xbox 360, was maybe, don't know. Maybe get rid of those PS3, because those sections have really sort of dwindled down now. So when you walk in, it's mostly PS4, PS5, and what I went in today, Merry, which is a big store. If you've been to the one in Merry, it's a big place. The gaming section is practically half the shop now, and the other half of the wall, then on one side, is Blu-ray. And then the other side of the shop is like racks and racks of DVDs they can't get rid of. I don't know. Once they decide to draw a line on that, that's going to disappear, and then a lot of collecting is going to stop. I don't know. Not going to keep me awake at night, but it certainly plays my mind anyway. And the whole purpose of this was, I thought, you know what I need to do? I need to get back and just go out and have a look and start picking up bits that I'm missing for collections. And I did a bit of research beforehand. I thought I'll have a look and see what's in store. So I got a vague idea what I was doing. I got a vague idea of where I was going to, and what would be there, and just made mental notes that if that game is there, I've already got this one and that one, which is very, very similar. Yeah, and I didn't have any problems. The games that I wanted were there. I've got them, which I'll show you. It's 9 altogether. And they're for the Wii. They're all for the Wii. So this is just a Wii-centric video, as you may have gathered. I thought, in fact, I'm going to pick a few more of those up, because it's been a long time since I bought any Wii games. And, usually I'll come back and think, well, that's a job well done. I sort of come back and thinking, yeah, bought some Wii games. Don't know. The excitement isn't there, the thrill isn't there, I don't know what it is. Anyway, enough of that. Look, don't worry yourself about that. That is me. That is something I'm going to try and deal with. But, and I said, I think, now with that changing, my changing attitude and whatever, is that I think going forward, there's going to be a lot less of this. And again, I'm only going to pay a certain price or something, so I'm not going to go and start buying all the expensive stuff, because you don't see them. You just don't see them. I was tempted to buy Kirby's Adventure, but then I realised it's 22 quid. I thought, well, that's a lot of money to sit on the shelf. But then again, there's a lot of stuff here I bought which I spent more than that on, and it sat on the shelf as well. I don't know. So there might be a lot less of these and a bit more sort of specialist stuff, where I'm just adding a couple, 3 or 4 games here and there to, one of the collections. Not to say I care about more than that. Not care about one I'm more focused on. So there might be more Master System. I'd like to get a few more Mega Drive bits and pieces and things. Odd bits here, which is not going to be just sort of crap from CEX. Speaking of crap from CEX, let's show you the pickups then. So I got these from 2 places. I'll do one place. I'll do Stourbridge first, and I'll do Merry Hill afterwards. So I went to Stourbridge on Wednesday, wasn't it? Yeah, I went to L-Zone on the Monday, didn't get anything there. I went to Stourbridge on the Wednesday, and we went to CEX. This is after walking all around the charity shops and couldn't find anything. We're trying to work out what happened, because the old cash converter there got amalgamated with the one in Dudley, and we're trying to work out which one it was, because one was a disused unit, the other one was one of these Polish supermarkets. I think it was a Polish supermarket they moved into. That was the old cash converter shop. It was depressing sight, that high street. So what we get then, so we've got some Wii games, and these ones that I haven't got in my collection, thank goodness me. And they've all got manuals and stuff. So the first one we've got to show you is Trivial Pursuit, Bet You Know It. Now I believe this is a variation on the popular quiz game. And it says there, think you know it, bet on it. And I think the idea is you play with a group of people, which is a complete waste for me, because I've got no friends. And you sort of bet points or something against it. I don't know, I've just spread the back of the cover briefly. It does actually include classic Trivial Pursuit, and I think I've already got a Trivial Pursuit game for the Wii anyway. No, I haven't. I thought I had. Maybe it's another system then. I don't. I might. PS3. What? I got a PS3 gift recently. That might be. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of Trivial Pursuit games on the Wii. Next one. This is one of those titles that you need to get hold of if you're going for a big set. I say complete set because if I say complete set, people think I'll have a complete set again. But these are the ones that are going to just disappear and people will forget about them. And maybe, when somebody is going for a full set of these in about 10 years' time and they're desperately wanting games like this, they can get hold of me. And this is My Baby 2, My Baby Grew Up. Absolute garbage, isn't it? This is from Nobulus. Never more a word being appropriate. There is unfortunately a bit of water damage to the cover, which I thought wasn't. I thought it was. You can see there, a little bit of water damage, but it just tells me that there must be a My Baby 1, and I'm not entirely sure if there is a My Baby 1. I think one of these clever marketing ploys. I'm sort of the person who would have My Baby 1. I don't appear to have it. One of these clever marketing ploys where I think there's 2 games, but there isn't. I don't know. But yeah. It's basically your baby has grown and it's talking now. That's really scary, and it's just like mini games and things. Absolute fodder. But somebody may want that for a full set in years to come. And if that wasn't bad enough, we then went full Harry Potter. by adding some Harry Potter games to the collection. And I'm not sure, I haven't shown you the inside, but I'm not going to bother. What we got here? So we've got Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I think that completes the Harry Potter games I've got on the Wii now. I will show you the inside of this because it got some interesting bumps in some of these. This was quite interesting. So there's a flyer in there. I'll try and work out with the best way to without the exposure. Yeah, if you used a webcam via a website many years ago, and you put that cover flat, it would display a AI. Is it AI? Augmented media Voldemort. And if you got the other one, which I've got, you put that on the same thing, you get a surprise. I presume another character. Looked like they were fighting, maybe something like that. I don't know. Of course, the website probably is long gone, but anyway. This is the last film where hopefully everybody dies, and we have to watch Harry Potter over again. I should pin my hopes on that. But yeah, I mean, I think I played the Order of the Phoenix, was it? They're up there. I can't say. I might have played the Order of the Phoenix. I think it was a bad game. It was quite fun. Not a really big Harry Potter fan in the slightest, people would know. And then I picked these two up because I haven't got these either. Amazing, this series. I haven't got a lot of the titles, which is really strange. So we've got Harry Potter Years 1 to 4, which I do own on another system. Again, this comes with lots of exciting bump inside. I was most impressed with the amount of rubbish that was thrown in with these. There was a 2-for-1 entry for Legoland, which expired 12 years ago. I might try it. And there's also some advertisements for Lego Rock Band and Lego Batman, which we've already got, and some Harry Potter merchandise on the back as well. But I like finding things such as those in there. Not that they're going to be any use, it's just that I like having them there. It looks a bit more complete than it actually is. So there we go. I presume it plays like all the other Lego games I've got. And then we've got Harry Potter's Years 5 to 7. Oh, they were, £3 each, I think they were, something like that. And again, we've got some more paraphernalia in the back of this one. This one advertising the Warner Brothers Studio Tour for the making of Harry Potter. And Universal Studios Tour and whatever. So there we go. So I did those two. So I've got a few Lego games. I've got both the Indiana Jones ones, Pirates of the Caribbean, Rock Band, Star Wars, The Complete Saga, and what's that one I can't read? Behind there, Batman as well. But that's what I've got many of them. So I'm still missing quite a few. Missing the Lord of the Rings. I think there's another Lego Batman one as well, and probably a couple of others. So I should look forward to getting those at some point. And then today I went out and picked up these ones I don't see very often. More importantly, those I see quite a bit. Apart from the Harry Potter games I see quite a lot, but these ones here I wasn't aware of these titles existing. So in a way it was quite exciting. That's been exciting enough today. Pick these up. And again, just basically general fodder. You'll know what I'm talking about when I see these here. So the first one I've got here is the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey It's My Circus. Now, I think there's a Playmobil Circus game on the Wii as well, which I haven't got. I did pick up a game a long time ago called It's My Birthday, and I think this is very much the same thing, but with a circus license, so you can actually imitate The Greatest Showman, finally. So, yeah, not seen that one before. This one I've only ever seen with a destroyed cover on it, and again, I'm not sure why. And in all honesty, of all the games I'm going to show you here, this one and the two more to follow, this was by far and away the worst condition disc of the lot, which, when you see the game, you'll be really surprised as to why. And this was the cheapest game of the lot as well, which you can also understand why as well. This is Baby and Me. There's a bit of a theme going on there, isn't there? Yeah. No, we're not expecting children. Don't worry. I'm not getting to get some practice in. This is from the Pub Company, which is really weird. But actually, it says the Publishing and Servicing Company, Publishers Service Company. Never even heard of them. But like I said, I've seen this game once before, and it came with this wonderful little thing on the inside as well, which I think is basically a guide of how to use a Wii remote control, and how to set up the game for your children, who probably are likely to be playing this more than grown men. And again, you can't see that because of the exposure, but there we go. But yes, there's a nice little leaflet in there as well, which I didn't say. And the buffoon at CEX nearly threw it out. I don't know why. And that's the back of it. And it's really, really horrible. It says here, it says it'd be like a real mummy, which is all very well and good. But you can maybe just make out those babies there. Can you see those? They look horrible looking children. And it does actually say on the function there, it says, choose mum and dad. What will your baby look like? I tell you something, anything like that, that's horrific. But, yeah, anyway, so, you know, it's going to go up there with the rest of the rubbish games I bought over the years, like Diva Ballerina and My First Songs. But, again, somebody might need those in the future. I'm really surprised to know this one, because usually this is the sort of game I home in straight away. It's your stage dance, which sounds more like an instruction or a threat than an actual game. Now, what this one doesn't actually have is any original songs in it. And I've gone through the back of them, and the only one I recognise is Everybody Dance Now. And they're all cover versions. So somebody generically covered these for the purpose of it. And it doesn't look too cartoonish. It also says that you were world-renowned professional dance coach takes you from beginner to professional. Really? Doesn't say which one though. 6 avatars with more than 300 styling options. There's plenty of gameplay there, isn't it? Like moments of fun. So yeah, and again, I said those 3 games there, I think between them cost me less than £3. There's no value in them whatsoever, but I've got them. You know, what sort of a wee collector would I buy if I didn't buy the crap? And then we come to this one. Disney Princesses, My Fairy Tale Adventure. There's 2 Disney Princess games on the Wii. There's 3 if you count the one on the U Draw, which I've already got. And it's this one, and there's another one, I can't remember what it's called, it's got like a brown cover. And it's eluded me. This one eluded me this week already, because I went to the one in Hell's Owen and then got a manual with it. I was that determined I needed the manual with this game. Luckily it's in there, hurrah. So you can play as all your favourite Disney princesses. You've got, yeah, they're all on front there. Cinderella, Belle, Ariel, Rapunzel maybe, that one. And she's got long hair on that one. And the Princess from The Princess and the Frog, whose name I cannot remember, but I'm sure my good friend Gunaldino will be able to let me know, because he did a blind bag opening on some Disney princess stuff and he seemed to know who she was. I've got that Princess and the Frog game. And it says you use twirl magic to help each of the princesses, play fun activities along the way, and customise outfits and accessories for each adventure. So yeah, you know, literally seconds of entertainment there. But like Pokemon, you've got to catch them all. And that's what I did. It just cost me less than 20 quid, that lot. The price isn't important, is it? Just that. But I don't know. I mean, it's just like I just didn't feel the rush sort of coming back there. Looking at those games, you understand, why would you get an excitement about buying those games? I don't know. Well, what it is. But to go with the Wii collection, and to be honest with the Wii collection as it is, there's not a lot of space left down the bottom. So we might be getting close to the last sort of 30 or 40 I can stick on that wall now. And that's going to give me a headache after that. Do I carry on? Do I stop? I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. A good, honest pickups video for a change. With a little bit of a preamble and a little bit of a Retro Bears moaning again. No, it wasn't a moan. It wasn't a moan. It's just my general feeling towards things at the moment. And the changing face of how we go about picking things up and where to get them from, and it's going to change and evolve. I'm waiting for the next change. We've seen, you know, car boots not become the bountiful source they once were. Charity shops now very much falling in that case. Well, what's going to go next? What are we going to be left with? We don't know. Interesting to find out. It's getting dark in here now, isn't it? Open that curtain. Before I disappear entirely, I'm back, there we go. I'd like to thank you all for watching. It's there if you want to do it. I shall leave that with you, and in the meantime I'll put some more stuff up in the near future. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you again soon. But until then, take care. Bye for now.